Hello and welcome to the Lighthouse. I am Shine, and this is going to be a special reading for the full moon, October 31st. This spread that I have is usually just 3 cards, but of course I give extra. It could be a quick 10-minute reading, but I don't know. Like I said, I let people decide if they would rather just see 3 cards here and you're in and out, or do you like the more elaborated versions? For me, it's like the quick in and out. Yeah, you know, you could get a quick message from that, but it's kind of scratching the surface, or it's not giving you anything extra as far as guidance or resolution, or so that's why I do more. So again, if you'd rather just 10 minutes in and out, hey, less work for me. But again, I feel this gives you a bigger picture and more guidance. Also be sure to check other areas of your chart, especially in reference to certain things. 7th house is always good to look into. That's partnerships and relationships. This deals with, of course, our soul group, karmic stuff that we need to wrap up with, in this life, the dealings with people. So that's a good house to check. Of course, your Mars if you're a male, your Venus if you're female, for the woo-woo, for the romance. And of course, Sun, Moon, Rising. And like I always say in all my other things too, be sure to check the general things, because regardless of your sign or your gender, uh, these messages all seem to be covering a same theme here. So it would benefit you as well, probably, to check out the ones that are timeless and general, or for everybody. Because it just is. And did I mention what this is? This is air signs: Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Um, we have an overview. We have advice. We got some woo-woo advice over here. We got some chakra. Now the chakras are in line with the questions, the 3 questions that are asked, which are: what's being illuminated during this full moon? What are we seeing? What's being exposed? What can no longer be hidden? Right? Then we have here what we can let go of during the full moon. So that way we can start afresh. We can look to attract new things by getting rid of the old, right? And that's what this is. What's going to emerge from this? Should we do the releasing? What can come in? So those are the 3 things. Let us start here. Not for you. I says, are you going to make me the asshole over here? As you hear, the table squeaks. I'm going to change this cloth. I don't know if sometimes it's the cloth, but it's a wood table, so sometimes it's the table squeaks, and sometimes this makes a noise when it moves. Hear that? We just don't like noises, because we don't like any assumptions. There's no funny business going on here. It is the table. But I'm getting off. Not for you. I says, don't make me the asshole. Don't make me like the bearer of bad news type things. Like, I know it's part of the work, the releasing and letting go and all this stuff. I says, but come on, Willis. make me the enemy. And nobody want to hear my readings, because it's always telling them something that they don't want to hear. But again, what we want to hear and what we need to hear are 2 different things. And again, sugar-coated lies don't help anybody. It only keeps us stuck or stagnant or missing out, right? So whether we want to hear it or not, and even if we hear it, whether we choose to accept it or not, that's going to determine, again, what the outcome will be, or what life we're making. As I said in somebody's Earth maybe yesterday, Earth or water, I can't remember. The goose with the golden egg. Can't give the goose with the golden egg if you're holding on to still the old rotten ones, simply because it gives you still some attachment to it or something that again doesn't serve you, right? And it reminds me of another picture that I saw on the internet where Jesus was, I think it was a little kid, and the little kid was holding on to this tiny, raggedy looking thing, right? And Jesus had behind him like a new teddy bear or something big or something that was supposed to be better than what the child was holding on to. And he was saying, well, if you give me this, I have something better for you. And the child was like, no, but I want it, and this is mine. And he had all these attachments. It's like not realizing that there was something better, that that God or Jesus, or the universe wants to give you something better than whatever you're clinging to. But if we don't trust in that, then we could miss out. So that is the overall message here that I was trying to make. Not for you. So sometimes we're worrying that things aren't for us, and maybe they are. It's just not the right time. It just depends on the situation. But let us see what we got. Like I said, don't shoot the messenger. That's what I'm saying. Hey, don't feel bad. I got Aquarius rising, so I'm in the air sign still. Let's see what Spirit is saying. Essential meanings: a clear knowing that something is being denied you. Rejection is God's protection. See, that's why I said, don't make me the asshole there. But again, you're not alone in what's being denied. I've had a lot of that myself. The Oracle's message: there are times when it appears that no matter how deeply you desire something, no matter how hard you work at something, the result you seek always seems to elude you. It's as if you don't really get to be in the game and you feel you're just watching from the sidelines. Like I said, man, I feel you. The appearance of this card indicates that you are not going to attain what you want right now. That, indeed, your dreams for that exact thing will not be fulfilled. This is a time to radically accept that not everything is available to you when you want it. Again, some of this is divine timing stuff too, so let us see. Take heart, for there are benevolent forces who desire the best for you and have a much clearer idea of what is for your highest good. Rejection is God's protection. Something much better that will make you truly happy is on its way. Trust this. See? Just like I said, just like that picture. But if we're holding on to the rotten eggs, we can't get the golden egg. A lot of times, again, you have people running and chasing. This is, I don't want to get into all, too much of the labels, but it's the dynamic, it's the dysfunction, it's the wounding, it's the karma, it's whatever it is. So that's got people, chasing and jumping through hoops, trying to prove their worthiness or to get people to choose them. And all the while, it's like you need to choose yourself. That's the lesson. That was the whole point of that whole situation. It's to teach you to value yourself. Because, if it's meant for you, you won't have to go through all that. Right? Like I said, and sometimes it is about timing. It has to be the right time. Whether that's with the same situation, after people have both whatever, or it's understanding that thing is not for you, and we got something better. Or maybe it was, but it just didn't work out. But we got something better. But it's again, it's just about trusting that should we let it go, whatever it is, things will work out for our highest and best. But we got to trust. That's the big theme for everybody. Trust. Nobody trusts nothing now because, again, life's been, all over the place. Relationship message. Some relationships carry innate seed of failure in them that is obvious from the beginning. That's what I said. You see the crack way before the ass, right? Ignoring those red flags. And many times when you look back, the warnings were all there, but, we choose not to see, or again, because we don't see, because the view is askew. But the red flags escape your observation, or you refuse to acknowledge them when a relationship is not meant to be. It is not possible to make it be. Rejection is a sign that you're being protected by the divine. If you are the one who must reject another, remember that you do so for both of your sakes. For every pot there is a lid. This one may not be the best fit. Prosperity message. You can strategize and project and systemize and invest all your time and energy, but sometimes your best laid plans seem to go awry in spite of it all. Keep in mind that no effort is wasted. Fail fast and learn from the defeat. Then keep going. You will eventually succeed, although perhaps not at this game, not at this time. Know when to fold your cards, like the Kenny Rogers songs. Know when to fold them. Know when to walk away. Know when to run. Protection message. Don't chase after what flees from you. Don't obsess over what eludes you. Don't bang your head against the wall. There is nothing romantic about what is unavailable. I know that's right. No prize given for torturing yourself. That's what I said, making a martyr out of oneself, sacrificing our own happiness or whatever for the sake of someone else's approval or whatever it is. And nothing to be gained by refusing to see the red flags that have been waving since you began your pursuit. Now's the time to walk away. There are other goals, other loves, other games, other successes waiting for you. The way out of obsessing is radical acceptance and surrender. Spirit wants only the best for you. This is a sign that you have something much better waiting for you. Again, trust. So, because sometimes it's about, like I said, let go and let God. You put your request out there that says just and if it's meant to be, it'll work itself out. But the obsessing, the putting your life on hold, the keep trying and it ain't working, it's sometimes, again, it's timing. I said some people are having, gave up on dreams or gave up on, wasn't thinking that because something wasn't, working right away. Like with me, with the channel, for instance. I saw the people that started around the same time that I did. And I saw their channels blow up. And they were giving quick readings or surface level readings or tabloid tarot or whatever, but that's what's popular. That's what people wanted. People don't want to hear about, people don't want to do shadow work. People don't want to hear bad news. People don't want to, whatever. They want to be fed the lie, the woo-woo lie, the twin flame, again, keep people hanging and clinging and all of that stuff. But that's what people want. That's what people flock to. That's because, again, it's telling people what they want to hear. But it doesn't do them any good. Keeps them stuck sometimes for years, right? But I was watching these channels blow up and everybody, and mine was just, and I'm like, here I am giving all these long readings and all this stuff and feeling like, but again, that's the ego. That's when you're calling to question your own, if you're good or you're not, you're questioning your path because you're not seeing the results. Again, sometimes it's timing. Or sometimes you're on the path, but something needed to be tweaked or changed a little bit. You know, so then when you're called back to do something, maybe it'll work out this time around because you've learned some things, you've made some adjustments, or maybe again, it was just the timing of it, right? So for some, again, it's not about giving up on certain things that maybe you're meant for, you know, but maybe you need to take a break from it, whatever, and then go back to it, acquire some more knowledge or whatever it is. So sometimes we like to, again, but that's the ego. That's, we're not good enough. No one's going to listen. No one's going to buy it. No one's going to like it. No one's going to like us. No, whatever your thing is, right? The fear, or the not seeing things quick enough, or whatever. You know what I'm getting at. Also, too, again, putting one's own ego aside, it's like if you're called to something, you know, especially anything that involves spiritual work, because again, some people are light workers. Some people that come to my channel and listen to stuff, maybe you do have something to contribute to the world. Maybe you're doubting your own gifts, whatever it is. You know, we're needing to, for some, still listen to the call and not let fear or whatever it is hold us back from pursuing certain things or trying certain things again. But some things, again, we need to let go and let God and focus on ourselves and bettering ourselves and stuff, especially in regards to woo-woo situations, right? And just try to trust that better things are coming. I hope I went on some tangent there. I don't even know if I was making any sense, but you know, hopefully I did. we hope. Ace of Cups, this is what is being illuminated, what can no longer be hidden. Of course, you know, I'm reading these all in the upright. This is the after tarot. But, you know, this speaks about gifts from heaven, opportunities. Again, after we've gone through something or learned something, perhaps the big lesson was self-love. This is about self-love. This is again about trusting your intuition and your heart to lead the way, especially again those that have been called to do a certain thing. Don't let your own self-doubts or things not looking like somebody else's journey, someone else's whatever. Because sometimes it's a test. How serious are you about it? How serious about you about heeding the call? Would you do it all if you never got a single dollar? Simply because God is asking it of you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's about the faith, right? And the belief in the call, or the belief in yourself, or the belief in your gifts, or just again the self-love that comes from believing that if something didn't work out or wasn't meant to be, we can trust that something better will come along. If again we learn to release the things that aren't meant for us or just not meant in that time, right? Fulfillment is here for the taking. A cup of love being offered to you. Awakening of the human spirit, again realizing your own worth, your own value, your own light. Beginning of love and happiness. Could be that's what can come in for some. If again we let go of old situations that aren't meant for us, right? Births of new ideas, sparks of inspiration, creative expression, forgiveness, making peace again with whatever is happened. New love, giving and receiving love on a new level. Positive energy between two people, right? So again, if we're talking about future relationships, soulmates, things that are supposed to be coming together that we don't want to hold up because we're clinging to old stuff, you know. So this is again just the awareness that there is hope if we love ourselves enough and we believe in our gifts and we're open again to receiving. You have the death card here again. This is about letting cycles end, letting things go, death and rebirth. Out with the old, in with the new. This is the common theme here. End of a major phase or aspect of your life that brings about the beginning of something far more valuable and important. For some, you know, they were entangled with false twins or people that they thought they were meant to be with their whole life. But really, that was the karmic. And again, you might have the real thing coming in. But it's having that awareness and that trust, right? Significant transformation, a profound need for change, clearing away limiting factors. Again, anything that's holding you back, a need to let go of unhealthy attachments for more fulfilling things, right? Closing the door to open another. Embracing new opportunities. May be difficult, but it's important, as you will soon see, right? So we can't let our life just be, you know, passing us by. This card has come out a few times, right? This is the solar plexus. So this is our thoughts. How we thinketh, we so create. And yeah, this person's just watching spy shows with her pet and being an old maid. That's the old maid card keeps coming out. They're trying to tell people you're never too old. You're still here. Don't give up on the possibility of having something that perhaps you felt has always eluded you. For some, it's the woo-woo, you know, the partner or the career or the something, you know. So we just give up and we just sit around and just, you know, don't even try. But if we think we can't have, then we don't trust, right? I'll read from the book here. I went down. I'm supposed to go across, but that's all right. We'll read this after. This is what we need to let go of. This person here. Look at this person. This person is pouring out the cup. Perhaps, again, some unrequited love situation, or, again, dealing with people that are not caring for you the way that you should be cared for. Again, learning that lesson in regards to that type and why we attracted that type or engaged with that type or settled for that type, whatever it is for you. Or maybe you were that type and you were just rejecting people's love and you were, you know, I don't know what people's situations are here. This is general. But it's unfulfilling, to say the least. Unfulfilling relationships. Or just, again, our own emotional state being all jacked up over things that have transpired. And just not feeling it, not believing it, right? Not believing we can have. It'll never happen, or, you know, I'll never be, or whatever it is. Again, needing to have an open mind, right? And not be closed off to the idea that you won't be shafted, though you may feel like you have been. Dealing with emotional manipulative types. Again, a lot of people dealt with narcissistic types. Watch out for that emotional manipulation stuff. Excuse me. People that leave you feeling uncertain about yourself, as if it's something wrong with you. That's the movie that many with the low self-esteem, you know. That's the movie that gets played. It must be me. Something's wrong with me. Again, the I'm not good enough, or I don't look this way, or I'm old and they're young, or whatever it is. Whatever it is that's making you think that you're less than you are. But that's no good. If a past person you still need to work on releasing yourself from, you know, we're needing to do that. That whatever emotional attachment, that cord, whatever it is, again, because if you have any attachment whatsoever, it could be holding up from bringing in something new. Need to see things as it is. Struggling with your self-deception. Again, not fooling ourselves. Accepting harsh truths, right? This is the Knight of Swords, delivering some, again, news we don't want to hear. Again, having our mind all over the place, or focusing again on things that aren't moving us forward or getting us out of the chair, you know. This is also about being impatient. It'll never happen, like I said. Whatever. Maybe it's about timing, like I already said. This is also, again, if we're in any kind of a it can play a role in making us unwell. We're staying in depression, anxiety for a long time. You know, it creates dis-ease in the body, and we don't want that, right? So it's about getting our emotions in check, getting ourselves prepared for a new future, leaving the past behind. As we got here, completion. Again, letting things, letting things finish, right? Not still lingering in the, well, what's this? It's not, you know, nobody's saying anything is easy. It isn't easy, you know? But when you do finally get over that mountain issue, whatever it is, and again, you just try to have faith and trust that, okay, I'm going to just let it go, whatever that is, and be open to receiving something better. Letting go, again, acceptance. We got here the Hangman. That's what this speaks of. This is the enlightenment, right? Seeing things from a different perspective, understanding the reason why things happen, knowledge about ourselves through the experience, you know, that we gained. This is important stuff here. Surrendering, right? This is what's can emerge from when we let go of this stuff. Again, the enlightenment, the surrender. Okay, I'm not going to keep chasing this. I'm not going to keep trying to force this. I'm not going to try to keep controlling this. I'm going to just let go and let God. Right? This is also a need to be more vulnerable and open. Letting go of our worries. Getting ourselves out of being stuck. Bad habits that restrict us. Again, recognizing our own stuff is the first step. into becoming better. Planning your next phase. What do you want to create? What do you want to become? Again, not feeling like you're too old, right? We're always in a state of becoming. We're always learning. And just being patient, but not waiting again, putting our life on hold. No more self-sacrifice. No more, again, it says you got to get away from those things can become addictive, those twin flame readings and all of that stuff, again, because it leaves people clinging to, and again, most of these, this is general. You don't even know if that's your situation. Again, I've already made a video about that, so I'm not going to say it here. But you also had the Hermit, and you had the Two of Pentacles with this. Shining the light. We see the light, finally, right? We've become enlightened. We're going to just accept and focus on us and move forward, and whatever's meant to be will be. Two of Pentacles is about going with the flow. It's also about our daily things, how we spend our time, what plans do we make, what efforts do we make into whatever it is that you're trying to build for yourself in regards to a life. Of course, the Hermit speaks about growth and accomplishment, achievement, again, obtaining a spiritual pinnacle, right? And ready to share the knowledge with others. Like I said, for some, maybe you're meant to write about your experiences or help other people, again, based on what you've learned and how you've grown and all of that, depending on your calling. But this is just, again, obtaining the inner wisdom for yourself, just so you can keep it moving, right? Yeah, have your own power back. Not giving your power away into the hands of something else or someone else. That always putting something outside of yourself. You'll always be chasing something to complete you or to make you happy. And it has to come from within, right? Something else I want to say here. The ups and downs of life. Did I say that? Yeah, the ebb and flow. Know that, again, sometimes we don't have what we want, but we get what we need, right? Needing to be flexible, staying centered, going with the flow, able to cope, again, with just the disappointments or the delays or whatever. Be clear on what our priorities are, and our priorities are to get our shit together so that, again, if it showed up tomorrow, are you ready? You know what I'm saying? Do I want to? Oh, and here, of course, we had perception. This is heart chakra. This is, again, changing the way that we see things. Seeing the gem within us. Seeing the gem in the pile of caca that we were given, right? The lesson, or the whatever it is, the enlightenment. And having gratitude. This is, we even got to thank the assholes, right? We got to, because you got forgiveness here. So again, forgiving ourselves even for clinging on to people for too long, or because we didn't realize, or we didn't see our own role in things, or understanding the bigger picture, why it happens, whatever it is. Forgiving them, because again, everybody is here going through their own stuff, learning nobody's perfect. People play certain roles in certain parts. We gotta say, again, just try to forgive and release so that it doesn't keep us prisoner, right? Be grateful for the things we do have. Be grateful that every day is an opportunity for something new to take place. right? Do I want to read? I mean, do I even need to bother? I don't know. Esteem. This is too a self-esteem. Like I said, self-love. Don't deprive yourself by clinging and holding on to things. Who's the person I admire most? How can I live at that level? Again, this is the gratitude. This is the third eye, too. You know, intuition, seeing bigger pictures. So again, some people had the thing about finding a muse, or you see how someone else is doing something. That can give you kind of a blueprint of how you can go about creating something similar. Whether, you know, the business, a career, or something like that, people that you admire, this kind of things. Um, Gratitude also raises our vibration to a higher level. If you're unhappy in any relationship, reminds you it's always in your power to change it. You know, so again, whatever we're sending out, that's the law of attraction. That's what we're getting, right? So try to again see things from a different place. Try to be grateful for what you do have, despite all the hardships that people might be going through right now. And understand that better things are coming as long as you do your part. Um, Anything else I want to say over here? I think I've kind of said it all. I don't even need to read these books here. But, you know, I like to check just in case anything else. Achievement, determination, fulfillment, right? Emotional fulfillment. Being in the lowest or dealing with people that aren't giving what you give is unfulfilling. Letting it go. Cherish the beauty in your life, including endings. Don't fear the completion, embrace it. Right? Discover what you value most. Yeah, we have what's the gem? What are the gems that are in your life that you can be grateful for? Sometimes when we focus too much on the losses, we don't realize what we got or what we can have. Like the Five of Cups, right? Anything else? And I always said here, dissipating. Don't let your life pass you by. Sitting around waiting for people to show up, or just because you feel like it's not worth trying anything new or whatever because you feel too old or whatever the situation is. Advice. Let's go over here. I love to learn and explore. I'm going to read a new book today. So again, this is about constantly evolving. Learning new things, learning new skills, trying something else, maybe because something else wasn't working. Trying to find ways that maybe it could work, especially if we're talking about any kind of career or business stuff, which during this time, a lot of people are trying to figure out their next move because whatever they were in and day out has now changed. It's not reliable, and there's a lot of uncertainty right now. So maybe during this time, off time, we can try to learn new things or something that might lead us to a new direction, a new path, a true what's meant to be as far as a calling or our meeting of people, whatever it is, exploring, going out into the world, not sitting in the house. You know what I'm saying? Though most of us have to sit in the house, but you know what I'm saying. Read between the lines. I'm a good teacher. I'm going to teach someone how to do something new today. So again, this is about passing on what we've learned. Like, yeah, we have the hermit over here. For some that are called to do this kind of work or to help others again through whatever experiences that you've been through. Could be a speaker, you could be whatever it is. Healer of some kind. Or teaching again through the arts, whatever it is. I am curious. I'm going to explore my curiosity by learning how something works again. This is again about learning. That's it. Sometimes for some, it's timing. Maybe you need to acquire some more skills. Maybe you need to fine tune oneself still before you can have the golden egg. And we can't think that we're never going to have it, because again, the universe will give you what it feels you're ready for. You can't take the food off the stove before it finishes cooking, right? That's what we had before. I love myself. I'm going to give myself a big hug today. Again, love, self-love, self-forgiveness, and being open to new stuff, improving oneself, caring. This is you time. This is you time. The preparing for whatever's coming. It's just the time to work on oneself. Watched over. I allow myself to feel safe and enjoy my life, knowing that heaven is watching over my loved ones and me. So just know again that they're rooting for you. They want to bless you. Be strong. I pull myself up and do what needs to be done. That's what we gotta do. We gotta, children. My heart is filled with love for children, which creates miracles and positive changes for them and me. Again, we've had a repeated thing about healing family issues. You could be the child. You could be the parent. This is also about new beginnings. This is also about healing the inner child, right? This is where the movie line, the script was written, that played out for many people throughout their adult life. Healing all of that. Again, learning and embracing new. Feminine. I allow my feminine nature to shine brightly as a valuable part of my identity. Of course, could be for females, again, who might feel like they're too old for woo-woo now, or they're too, whatever it is, embracing your beauty, embracing your age, accepting what is, but not, without restrictions, without regrets. And loving yourself no matter where you are in life, no matter what your current situation is or what you look like. You say maybe put on a few pounds or whatever it is. This is also about the nurturing aspect, nurturing oneself, being open to new relationships. Truth. I'm lovingly honest with myself and others. Again, this is acceptance, being truthful again about what we want, what we don't want, what's possible, what's not possible, and working with what we got, kind of things. And expect miracles. I trust in God to know the perfect solution to the situation. It's the repeat thing. Trust, but trust. Right? Did I do this one? No. Vacuum away fear. Call upon Archangels Michael and Raphael to lift fear-based energy from you, your surroundings, the situation, and everyone involved. This is for a lot of people, they're just uncertain about their future. How they're going to pay the rent. How they're going to get food. How they're going to take care of the kids. How they're going to, people can be fearful for all kinds of things. This is a chaotic time. In the agendas and the lies and all the stuff, the brainwashing that they're trying to do to people, it isn't helping. It's leaving people even more confused and misinformed and feeling helpless and hopeless and all the rest, right? But we're needing to let go of the fear and try to get our wits about us and try to make a plan and try to see things, get a clearer vision of what's important, what's a priority, and again, do the best that we can with what we have in the moment. But don't give up. And keep working towards bettering yourself, bettering your situation. Here again, third eye. It's the same as the gratitude thing. It is safe for me to see the energy of love in all its forms, such as angels, auras, and visions. Again, trust in our intuition that was over here too. We have a vision for a certain thing again, but we got to be not obsessed about it, or not, again, cling to impossible things like I want to be a unicorn. You know what I'm saying. But again, seeing the bigger picture, using your intuition to guide you. Sacral chakra. This is the orange. It's the same as this one. You are highly sensitive to chemicals, additives, processed foods, and energies right now. Respect your sensitivities by avoiding harsh items, situations, and relationships. When this is out of whack, you know, this deals with our passions, our zest for life. And it's also, again, sexuality, how we feel about ourselves. Just say you might feel too old, you don't feel sexy, you don't feel young anymore, you know, whatever it is. And if you're holding on to that, that's going to be reflected outward. And we're just going to end up sitting in the chair because we don't feel saucy enough, or we're not in our feminine prowess. Is that the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Past life issues. The situation has a basis in one of your previous lifetimes. Ask your angels to help you remember, release, learn, and heal from the past experience. Again, this could be stuff we brought in, which is usually how it goes. We bring in stuff and we create stuff when we're here. It's a never-ending loop. Karmic shite. Again, a lot of people are suffering from self-esteem issues. And this plays out again in our relationship to ourselves, how we feel about ourselves, our worthiness, our capabilities, our whatever it is, and also how we, the kind of shit that we entertain or how we interact with others. So again, whatever this lesson was, and for a lot of people, it's always rooted in self-love, right? This is the bigger picture. But now again, since we've learned, we gotta believe, we gotta have faith, we gotta trust, and we gotta do the work that's gonna get us to the life that we deserve, or that we should have, right? I balance my masculine and feminine sides. The masculine and feminine parts of me are in perfect balance and harmony. I am at peace, and I am all as well. Again, males and females have both masculine and feminine in them. If you're operating from the shadow aspect of either one of these, then stuff gets imbalanced, right? The masculine is the doer, the feminine is the nurturer, right? Some people are out of whack in regards to being too much focused on the doing, workaholics, and not enough on their emotional stuff. Some people are just more concerned about the woo-woo and not enough about their own personal growth and development, dreams, careers, whatever. And for a lot of, again, if we're talking twin flames situations, sometimes you don't even incarnate together at the same time. Sometimes one is up in the thing, in the higher dimensions, right? Or if you are incarnated at the same time, it's important for you to learn all of this stuff so you can get healed. You can let go of the karmics or whatever, so that you can get on your path of what you're meant to give to this world, the purpose of why you're here, and maybe you will meet on that path and the two of you will do stuff together. Or again, maybe you're here and they're up in the ethers, and you're needing to still do what you came here to do. At the end of the day, the journey is about you. It's not about finding a husband or finding, getting married. That's again thinking that outside, it's a part of it, and it's, it can be an enjoyable part of it, but it's not your sole reason for being here. And a lot of people get too caught up in relationship stuff and fail to see the relationship with the self is why you're here mostly. to know yourself, to heal yourself, and to heal, you know, your close soul group interactions that you incarnated with here to go through these lessons with. Some of it's family stuff, family karma, generational stuff, right? So again, the end of the day, the focus always needs to be on you first, your healing, your growth, your development, your self-love, right? And the rest will come. But we got to get in balance. The point of power is always in the present moment. The past is over and done and has no power over me. I can begin to be free in this moment. Today's thoughts create my future. I am in change. I now take my own power back. I am safe and I am free. I am at peace with my age. See? Told you. We're getting that old maid card quite a bit. So some might be feeling, oh, I'm whatever, but they're saying, hey, you know, like a fine wine. You know what I'm saying? Each age has its own special joys and experiences. I am always the perfect age for where I am in life. As I say yes to life, life says yes to me. Life mirrors every thought. That's why they say, watch your thoughts. This here, you know, watch it. As I keep my thoughts positive, life brings to me only good experiences. Law of attraction. My thoughts are creative. I say out to every negative thought that comes to my mind. No person, place, or thing has any power over me, for I am the only thinker in my mind. I create my own reality and everyone in it. So it says, don't let people be renting space in your head. Again, don't obsess over things or people or situations or shoulda, woulda, couldas or the past. Don't let it reclaim one's power. Be the hermit. Be enlightened. Yeah, have the wisdom. Know that that shit ain't swift. It's not working. It's not serving. It's not for us. We must. You know what I'm saying? Trust. Situations come for you to have, again, trust. They're saying, because if we trust, again, if we've listened to the freaking advice here, though it's hard, and let shit go that's not meant for us, or it's not the right time, or let go of stinking thinking mindsets, or we're too old, or it's whatever, we'll never have, I'm not good enough, whatever your stuff is. If you start believing, start, you know, investing in yourself, then your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Includes your love of self, right? And then we will attract better things because we're thinking that we're worthy. Like I said, here comes new love, a new person is starting. So we can invite this in if we free ourselves and take back control of our life. And then you'll be calling in, here we go with the woo-woo, see? Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Or again, if you're harping on a person or a situation that maybe you are meant to be with, but you have to go through your shit first, and they got to go through their shit, and it's divine timing. It may never work if both people aren't ready for it. You could have a person out there that's totally ready for you right now, but you're not ready. So it's being held back. I said, like the picture with the Jesus, with the thing. He's like, look, if you give me that old raggedy thing, I got something better for you. But you got to trust me, you know? And that's what, again, they're asking of people. If it's meant for you, it'll be yours. But you got to let go and let God. And if it's not meant for you, what is meant to be yours will be free to come in because we're not clinging. And we're not in negative stinking thinking. We'll do the old maids after here. So let us get some angel advice. play, enjoy life. Try to rekindle that free spirit. Raise your vibration, right? Put on some music and dance. Do some yoga. Color in a coloring book. Whatever brings you joy. Be in that energy. Because when you're in that energy, it helps. Right? What else we got? Light. See? The lighthouse. See? Oops. My numbers are messed up. Discovering your own light. Keeping it light. You know? Following. Know that there's light at the end of the tunnel. Whatever the light is. You know what I'm saying? There's the light. He's got the light too. See? Sisterhood and brotherhood. This is about, again, perhaps with the whole forgiveness thing. Soulmates, soul groups, people, again, even the assholes, whatever. It's all for the greater good. It's all for your development and your betterment. You know, and this is to know that your fellow man or whatever this people are having compassion for humanity. Just because we're all struggling over here. Or getting out and finding new people to hang around with, or becoming a part of, you know, a group or something. What else we got? Commitment. Again, being committed to ourselves, to our growth, to our healing, to our betterment. And being committed to, again, if you've been called to serve, to get out of your own ego and not be looking at what somebody else is doing or where somebody else is at or what's been given to somebody else. You know, we got to get out of that. We got to be committed to the cause, regardless of our own thoughts about how it should look or where we should be or whatever. Abundance. Abundance can be yours, and abundance is yours. In some regards, you already have abundance. You're just failing to see it. Again, needing to change our view and being grateful for what we do have. And the more gratitude and less attitude, the more abundance. One more. Oops. Balance. See? Balance. Going with the flow. Getting ourselves balanced out emotionally, financially, whatever it is. Getting it together. You got any old maids messages for air signs here? Hold on. These are little, they're hard to shuffle. What other messages you got for air signs? Couch potato. See, look at this. You know what I'm saying? So whether you're the dude or the chick, you know, sitting around, not learning new things. It says no matter what your age is, keep the mind sharp by learning new stuff. Stop sitting around being a couch potato, watching life pass you by. You know? What else you got? Classic. What else you got for air signs? Isn't that funny? See how they go? What else you got for air signs? Muscle man. Flex your stuff. Get in shape. Be strong. You know, this is about our strength and our courage and our perseverance and investing in one's physical being. That's what it's taking better care of your health, getting in shape, I guess that's whatever it is, and just flexing your muscle, flexing your stuff, right? What else we got? If you're a couch potato, and these are two opposites, right? This person's probably packing on the pounds, whoever's sitting on the couch over here, they needing to. As I said, you never know if it showed up tomorrow. Are you ready? If you're not feeling, like I said, you can't be tore from the floor up. And we need to start investing in our. When we start investing in ourselves, we start to feel better, right? Cheerleader. Hitchhiker. This is about finding joy on the path, regardless of what we've been through, or happiness awaits if we leave current situations or past situations behind and keep it moving, right? This person isn't afraid to go see and explore new things. Be in joy. Find things that make you happy. Move on to things that'll make you happy. Right? One more. One more old maid. For the people here. Party girl. As I said, enjoy life. Right? Try to enjoy life. Our happier days are ahead. If we keep it moving, if we get off the couch and we start, flexing our stuff out here. And on that note, I wish us all luck in this place. And until next time, take care. Bye-bye.